Far amongst the mists of mountains, in the depths of the verdant continent of Pytoon, lies a growing civilization. While centuries have passed with the feet of many treading the continent, the world is not without its indigenous magic. Most people have dismissed the tales of the gods and beasts that shaped these lands, though a hidden few still pray to these great gods for their blessings. On this small continent lies two nations. Baraya, to the north, with its trade in silks and spices, as well as access to the sea, and Guidenhold, to the south, surrounded by mountains and forests. With Guidenhold residing between the Great Mountain Range and lush, undying thicket, the land has provided a growing industry to them in ore and minerals, as well as nutrient-rich valleys for farming. Having feuded for years, recently the two nations have finally come to peace, citing a need for trade between the two to survive and grow. This peace has resulted in a now united country, sharing in wealth, but also in its curses.
No.
Well, welcome everyone to DieFall Presents the
Okay.
Seed of Life. I did say you had like 30 seconds. And
Oh my god.
people just don't.
Made it.
I try to run a show here, and I just get ignored all the time. This is episode 8, by the way. Hi, hello. I know it looks like I got robbed recently, but this is
did.
all on purpose.
What happened to Christmas?
It was
Christmas
me, the rogue.
Christmas is gone. I took it down, as well as put a bunch of shit in boxes and hurt myself in doing so.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'm
I saw
moving,
that
so this
clip.
is the process. Oh yeah, you like that? That was great. I picked up a box, turns out it had a monitor stand in it for like this hefty boy I have in front of me that's on a different stand now. And it fell directly on my toes. And so I was just like, I'm done, I'm gonna go hit the ground now and just kind of sit there and
Oh no.
and it'll be
Not the
it'll be
toes.
not the toe. Oh, yeah, I was happy it wasn't a singular toe. It was spread out over 4 toes. So they all got to take a little bit of the pain rather than all of it being on one. I think a Happy New Year is probably involved here somewhere, right? Yeah, it's 2021. It's our first episode of the new year. Hi. Hello, chat.
Hi.
What's up? Happy New Year.
It is a new year.
It is
I will
something.
say that.
We're gonna leave it there for today. I'm
It's
sure
a year.
There
none
is
of the
something
stress
refreshing.
of the last 7 days of our year so far will come through while we play games together, right? Beth, what is your refreshing thing as you now take sips of stuff?
It's 2021, baby.
Uh-huh.
We leave it all in the past, and we take that wisdom into the future.
Mm-hmm.
And there's undeniably something kind of cool about January and about looking forward and putting to bed what happened last year, whilst also not ignoring what happened last year and not pretending that it's not going to continue affecting our lives moving forward.
Or just
But,
be
like-
the same more and more.
Yeah.
Or escalations of it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to slip into a dark place.
You're right.
No.
You're right. Let's
I'm
bring it
gonna-
up.
I'm gonna talk about it like
watching
that.
Beth Beth dance. I'm just like,
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. This is a show where we are based around Studio Ghibli-esque themes, isn't that right, Leslie? Right?
that is it. Yeah.
Where we are hopeful. Things are pretty and beautiful and artistic.
Right.
And we live there now for the next 3 hours. So come along with us, everybody. It'll be good.
It'll be good. I do want to go around because it's been 2 weeks since we've seen each other, and New Year's did happen, and I want to ask everyone, and let's start with Blurred today. Blurred, what was your favorite thing that you did for New Year's, and do you have any New Year's traditions?
Oh wow. My favorite thing that I did for New Year's, truth be told, all I did was just play video games with my friends.
Oh.
Because everyone in my house is old or really, really young, and they were all asleep. My kid was asleep because, she's got to go to bed, and my wife, she works retail, so she had to be up at like 6 a.m. in the morning. So it's like, well, I'm just gonna chill here and play these video games with my peoples. And
What'd you
as
play?
far as we played a lot of Hunt Showdown, Vermintide 2, Warhammer.
Oh, I did
Vermintide
see you
2.
play Vermintide. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did a lot of that. It was fun. I like playing cooperative games with other people. So and as far as traditions, I don't really like. I guess as a family one, just we have the whole thing where we're like, hey, make sure you get your black-eyed peas. And,
Right. Yep. And collard greens and stuff. We do that too.
Yeah. And we actually, my mother tried something very interesting. She made like. We usually don't make kale greens, but she made kale greens. They're actually really good. So
nice.
There you go.
Yep,
I was converted.
Nice. Excellent.
And I ate all the black-eyed peas. So
excellent. Even better.
And minus the Fergie. But yeah.
Do you feel luckier and or richer for both of these things?
I definitely no, not at all.
Perfect.
I feel poor. I actually feel like you know what? You know what it felt like? It felt like the cliffhanger to Quantum Leap. Every episode where like Sam gets the leap home, he thinks it's the leap home, and then instead of it being the leap home, he finds out that he's been transported to a very terrible place. Yeah.
Right.
He finds out that he's been transported to the body of a woman, and he's about to have sex with some dude.
Place.
He's just like, oh no!
So you're having a great time. All right.
I'm
perfect.
having the best time of my life right now.
Wonderful. I love to hear it. Happy 2021 to you. Alias, what about you? What did you do for New Year's, and do you have any New Year's traditions?
Going to bed at like 10 p.m. It's usually a tradition on New Year's. I can't stay awake until midnight.
Perfect.
No, not really any traditions, but we had our friend over and we had some adult beverages and watched Death to 2020 on Netflix, and then watched a comedian, and then I passed out on the couch, and then woke up in a new year. That's
perfect.
Pretty much it.
Excellent. This works. This all works. Did you have any like New Year's traditions with your family growing up at all?
Depend on what we wanted to do that year. Either we go to family over the holidays, Christmas and New Year, and go to some fancy event where we again just drink a lot, and then
sure.
yay,
yeah.
New
Okay.
Year.
Yeah. That's
then,
yeah. No, that's the good one though. That's a really great family tradition.
Fancy event. We'd go outside and bang pots and pans.
We did that too. We did the pots and pans. We also did jumping over a candle because
really?
because it was burning off all the bad vibes from the previous year.
Oh, that's so
and
pagan.
You make a wish,
I love it.
And you make a wish. Yeah,
bizarre.
so we did that. Yeah, but we
I
also
feel like
did
I've
like
grown
the
up
black
in a
eyed
different
peas
world
and
to you
collard
guys.
greens and ham and stuff too. My mom had a
Alias-
lot of traditions. It's great.
Yeah, Joel
Yeah.
might be able to relate to this. Alias, did you ever in high school go out for New Year's with your guy friends into the woods and just like share a cigar?
No.
For like 3 years. Did that for like 3 years and I was 17. What the hell?
Was not cigars on my end. It was something a little bit greener, but otherwise,
Was it the devil's lettuce?
it might have been something related to that. Still not legal in this state. All right, so
Oh, you were cool.
I used all of my coolness between the ages of 16 and 21, and then I have been downhill ever since. So
Joel, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Give me my life back.
I was cool and rebellious back in the day. but no longer am I either of those
I was a
things.
narc. I was an RA in college.
Ah, you were.
What? I was that guy.
Yeah. it's
Wait, what's
okay.
that?
A resident assistant. I was the cop who lived in the dorms and made sure people didn't drink or smoke or have any fun.
Have curfews or people over or lots of stuff that we just continuously
and
ignored.
actually put out fires. That happened a couple times.
That sounds right.
Like literal fires.
Cool.
Literal
I started a
fires.
fire in college once. That was fun.
Hey, I know you.
Is this a story time? Should we do this story? It may not be a New Year's tradition, but you started a fire in college. So what did
Yeah.
you? Is it
so-
non-incriminating? So are we okay to talk about this?
No, if we could talk about it, it was due to faulty equipment. I was a film student and we were testing gear and stuff. Thank goodness we did before our shoot, and we have the scene set up. And we kind of, what's that? And we have a look at our freaking extension cables. It's just on fire, and my cinematographer, she just points it and goes, "Fire, fire!" And I look at him like, "Oh shit, fire, fire!" You just run and find a fire extinguisher and put it out before anything gets set on fire, right?
Good.
And then there was just a
Yes.
meme for the rest of the year. Every time we'd just be like, "Fire, fire!" and just can ourselves.
That's the worst.
I don't know if you
He was
can
like
do
new
that.
to the team.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The DP's
Well.
yelling fire. What do I do?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
Stella, did you do anything fun for New Year's? And do you have any New Year's traditions?
No. So, I streamed for a bit. I forget, what did I play? Oh, I played some of Miles Morales. It was very good.
Nice.
That is a game that I would almost consider a 10 out of 10. But if it had been a little bit longer, I think it would have been a 10 out of 10. But anyways, I got high and that's it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is good. That's one way to do it. I dig it.
Wait, didn't you have like the wine?
The wine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tested out a weed wine and it is awesome because I can't drink anymore because I found out earlier in 2020 that I had a stomach ulcer and that was going to change my life forever. So yeah, I shouldn't sound so happy about that, huh?
Probably not. But it's okay. It's okay.
I mean,
You found good weed wine. That's something to be excited about, you know?
It makes me warm and fuzzy and I remember everything I do. So that's nice, you know?
warm and fuzzy is
Beneficial.
nice.
Yes,
That's beneficial.
it was so tasty though because it tasted just like wine. And when I had it, I was like, oh no.
Oh no, this is my
oh,
thing
no.
now.
Yeah.
I have a new thing.
Yeah.
Oh god. Perfect. I love it. That's good. Now maybe that's a new tradition. You just have good
Weed wine.
Yeah,
New Year's.
I am down for that. Oh, and having chocolate.
And
Nice.
having chocolate.
Kiva.
Leslie, top center here. How was your New Year's? And do you have any New Year's traditions?
I don't have any New Year's traditions. I did grow up in the cabbage and black bean and collard greens household. But
The South.
yeah. But I did, however, for New Year's time A New Hope with the Death Star exploding at midnight.
Oh, that's good.
That's
I like
cool.
that.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so
That's
cool.
super cool.
That was super fun. I was off by like, I think like 30 or 40 seconds, but it was good. It was really fun. Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah. And then I went to bed, and that was it. I didn't. I bought my own bottle of champagne. I like had champagne with me, and like did that, and that was it. So,
To be fair, I feel like having a very quiet New Year's this year is the right thing to do. So good on you guys for being real
Socially
smart
responsible.
cookies and socially responsible. I appreciate that on a
was
very
definitely interesting
basic
'cause, like,
level.
this time last year, like, was our first ever like hosting friends, like New Year's Eve party, and it was like the night and day of like the two are really funny to me. I was just sitting here like, no babysitting anybody.
So man, this is super relaxing. This is
Yeah,
good. All
no one
right.
broke my shoe rack this year.
I love it. It's so good.
And Beth, I know we briefly spoke, but how was your New Year's? And do you have any other New Year's traditions other than a cigar in high school and pots and pans?
I didn't realize I had so many New Year's traditions. I kind of have a lot. For New Year's this year, I have a social pod with, there's 2 couples who live together in a house, and then Mike and I, my husband and I, went and got COVID tested. We were totally clean, the 4 of us, 6 of us were chill. And our tradition out here in Los Angeles every single year is to go to this particular friend's house for a New Year's party. And normally it's a big rager. Obviously this year it could not be a big rager, so it was a low-key poker night, basically.
Nice.
We did not watch the TV because we did not want to see the sad ball drop. And instead we just pet a little electronic baby Yoda and all counted down together and gave each other kisses. But what was more cool is that we did a charity live stream. So we did a duck game charity live stream, and we raised $6,500 for the LA Food Bank.
Hey!
Wow, nice. Very nice.
Congrats.
That was really
well
cool.
done.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's good. That's new Year's tradition right there. Do some charity work. That's awesome. Very cool.
So that was the big thing that we do. But my family, our New Year's tradition is on the first of every single year. We have a seafood dish, and normally we do what my mom calls red soup, because we're in the north, and for some reason she doesn't know the name of. There's an Italian tomato-based. You know what? I don't know the name of it either. It's called
Perfect.
red soup.
Red soup it is.
It's basically like a seafood gumbo. So it's like a spicy tomato-based soup that has just cod and squid and all the different vegetables, and you have that, and it's supposed to give you good luck for the rest of the year.
Nice. Very good. That's the black beans and collard greens story too. It's we're supposed to have good luck and be awesome in the New Year's. That never fucking works. But
Of course not.
I remember my parents
But that's
telling
not.
me,
We do tradition, so that.
Yeah, every bean is an extra month of good luck, and I would be just shoveling beans down my mouth. And then
The one
every
time.
piece of cabbage or collard greens is how much money you're gonna make. And so I was just like,
Is that like a Southern thing?
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Ah, I'm learning.
The more you know.
The more you know.
For me, I just eat
Smoke a
collard
cigar
greens
in the
just
snowy
'cause.
woods.
I just
I mean, they're good, right? It's good. It's just, it was an excuse to do so. So it's all right, cool. And you cook them all up together, and you have black eyed peas, collard greens, and ham in there. Oh, and you get a little
some
bacon.
cornbread?
You do some bacon and cornbread. Ooh, that's good stuff.
Give me some
Cornbread.
It's good stuff.
hot
Yeah.
water cornbread. Oh man.
We need to already take a break so we can get food.
Not yet. It's okay. I think this is good. This has eased us in and hopefully warmed us up to diving into our game today. Gotten us a little
Our fantasy
couple of smiles. Yeah, let's go live in a fantasy world for a little bit. How about that? So Leslie, why don't you take us in?
Sure. So welcome on in to Seed of Life, our Studio Ghibli themed D&D adventure, loosely backbone on an adventure called Eyes Unclouded that you can find on the internets. And so far, our adventurers have met a couple of different kids, accepted their adventure to return those kids to a town, and through that adventure have found out that there is a greater curse happening on the land. The source has many different theories and ideas right now, but we do know that at the beginning of the last episode, they were about to step into the forest, and that's where we're gonna have somebody recap us. So what we normally do,
Oh God.
Here we go.
what we normally do is everybody roll me a 1d20, and then if whoever's closest and or lands right on the dot with mine, tell me how your character experienced last episode.
Crap with that 20.
I
You
know,
like
right?
that? That's good.
Oh God.
You got Nesca with a
All
4, Ham with a 15.
All right, if it's under 10, it's Nesca.
18.
If it's under 10, it's Nesca.
Under 10 Nesca.
Under 10 is Nesca.
Under 10
Three.
Nesca.
No.
Hey!
You know that cat meme where the cat just goes, "Meow." That's me. Right now.
I imagine that dude with his hands on his hips at the basketball game.
Oh yeah,
Looking
just
really just disappointed, just like
God damn it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, we went into the forest. Things were quiet. And then we got really sleepy. So sorry. And then I think we ran into a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. So Stub tripped and fell asleep. And when we were trying to wake him up, we noticed that there were talking trees. We talked to the trees. We found out that, what's her name? Is it Pim? Yeah, Pim. She looks like a goddess of harvest, right? Goddess of harvest, I think. Yeah.
That's right.
And that freaked her out, and she's just like, we just need to go find the witch in the forest. And, you know, we sprint after her, even though everyone's still tired. And, oh yeah, Stub got up. But everyone is still tired.
Thanks.
Everyone's still tired. Everyone was still tired. And then we ran into shrubbery that were evil. And we killed... Wait, one shrub came out. Then we saw a giant tree, right? And then we started attacking the tree. Then another shrub came out. And then basically we killed all that. I think, yes. And then the witch came out to help us with the another thing of darkness came out. The one with the face, the wolf face. It came back out, and the witch in the woods came out to help us, and now we met her, and this is what we're doing now, I think.
Yes, perfect.
I'm sorry.
That is exactly what Deska, I feel like, would she just be like, and we're in the forest, and there's a tree, and then Stub went to sleep, and
It was not on purpose.
Yes. So our adventurers set out last time into with their little map provided by the general and one of his scouts. We still have Bub, the cat, with us too.
Yes.
We have Tim with us. Due to a couple of random rolls, what our party and players didn't know is that I had a bunch of different scenarios prepared for them last time to work their way through, and that's how we kept rolling with your, like, roll me a 1d2, roll me a 1, Jill with your scouting. So out of those scenarios, we ended up with a cliffside waterfall that they successfully, or almost all successfully, made their way down. Our party has been fighting, feeling lethargic and sleepy this whole time as they've been going through the wood. We did come across a few treants who remarked about the same things, that there was a curse in the forest. We also came across an unfortunate stag that
That's right.
our party had to handle and deal with.
And I just ruined that scene.
No.
Just destroyed it.
And then the treant that you guys met did recognize that Pim looked very similar to Alfiane, Alfiann, your harvest goddess that some of you guys had some history knowledge about and some didn't. And pointed you guys in the direction to find the witch, or Osra is the name that she has been provided.
Osra.
And through that last bit of climbing and walking, you guys ended up running into cursed bushes and a large cursed tree. You guys successfully annihilated those and the shadow in which had been there with them. And at the last moment, there was Osra on the other side of the forest and asked what you were doing here. And that's where you pick up.
And I got stabbed.
You did, yeah. Our
Yes.
Nesta and Rin have now successfully been through 2 full days, I think, of being cursed. And Ham has begun his first day with the curse. So,
Hey, Krog, look at us, not cursed. This is pretty cool, right? Look at us.
Don't you have to take a nap or something?
Okay, dude. I'm sorry. Stub was pivotal in speaking Druidic. Dang it!
That's
And
true.
I just leave that out of the story. It's fine.
sorry.
Nesca just
I
doesn't
cleaved
care.
a shrub in half.
That's
you did.
and we are not cursed. Wow, not cursed.
Okay. So as you guys stand shake it in, bring it in. Y'all are on the battlefield. You have recently slain the shadow, the shrub, the tree, and are standing across a small rest of the field from Ostra. I'll show you guys actually what Ostra looks like. Boop. Bow. This is Ostra.
Ooh.
She's cool.
Whoa.
Yeah. Art by Malavith, if anybody knows Malavith. And she is a very old turtle. Many wrinkles, many scars over time. She, like I said, has moss coming off of her hat and clothing. She has mushrooms and like hanging moss off her hat and like grown vertal moss on her shell with mushrooms and all sorts of vegetation that's just around her and on her. Just stands there.
I'm not asleep, right?
No, I
Okay.
believe the last thing that she asked you guys were is essentially what do you do?
Fighting shrubs doesn't go very well with a bow, but hi.
Krog slaps a few shrubs.
Ham's like on his knees, clutching his hand to the ground. Ah!
Ah! Pib!
Pim will rush over to Ham, still keeping an eye on Ostra across the field, and will pull out her bit of medicine that was provided by our healer back in Wheelstone, the little ointment and a little like jar, and rub the ointment on your skin. It's the same type of ointment from before. Sorry. And it smells the same of like pine and juniper and mint. Yeah. And it soothes whatever pain was happening there, but under, like on the surface, but maybe underneath that, within your actual wound, it's still fresh and it's still sinking deeper within your skin. So.
Mm.
I'm sure this is fine.
Oh my god, what do I do?
I will rub Ham's back.
Oh.
Neska! Am I gonna be okay?
You're
Neska!
gonna
And I show it right to her face.
Just that smells very strongly. You're gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Just deep breaths. Take a deep breath with me. Let it out. It'll be okay. Just keep breathing. It'll get better.
I thought it was just the one, but I don't know how to be cursed, Neska.
Where's my book?
Just try to keep calm. That's the main. Try and maintain your center.
Now we're all just getting irritated. The three cursed people. We're just here like, I don't know. This thing, we don't understand anything.
Don't
Krog
yell.
is calming
Don't
himself
yell
down in the back.
We're not yelling at you. It's just okay. We all need to breathe. Just breathe.
Ham grabs this book and he sits on the floor and he wraps his hands around his book and hugs it real tight.
Yeah. You the book brings you comfort.
That works.
Keep that close. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. See, meditation works for me, so the book works for you. There you go.
And
I feel like
slapping
I can
works for
play you a
me.
song.
Don't. Because if you play me a song, then she's gonna know about my secret.
I thought we were over that.
Maybe you're okay, but I don't want the turtle to know.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm trying to just make you feel better. Oh, hi. Hi, by the way.
I'm imagining like Stubbs just like got all of this going on behind him, right? They're all like doing this thing around Ham and just like is just like in a standoff with Osra and they're just looking at each other the entire time while all this is happening.
So Stubb was still back on like a longer range part of the field. So while even keeping an eye on her, you would notice that as our party has struggled with dealing with Ham's emotions and sorting out what's happening, Osra has like turned to start to walk away.
Wait. Are you Osra?
And she'll stop, and without turning around, she'll just be like,
Yes, but I have no he with you.
Right, but we actually need to talk to you, and we have some friends that are, well, they've been hit with the shadow stuff, and they're, we could use a little bit of help here in understanding the whole darkness thing, and then how that's not actually the darkness thing, and how there's like another thing that's maybe taking over the darkness or is using it, and, well, we're supposed to help, and...
Krog, show her the dirt!
I don't just have an endless supply of dirt.
Don't you
Oh, let
have
me see if I've
special
got-
dirt?
I don't know if I brought it with me. Where is it? Oh no.
Krog, why do you wear clothes
think-
if not to just put your dirt in it? God!
through the...
If I had clothes, you best believe.
through all of the
Sorry.
yammering on the other side of the field, I feel like Krog, because what I remember is Krog and Ren were close to the shadow, while the rest of the party was further back. You'll essentially hear Osra part snuff inside, just, and then she'll say to you guys,
It's getting late. You'll need to follow.
Yeah, of course.
Let's do that.
Right.
Can we follow? Let's
Like,
follow.
Can we do that?
Come, get up. Get up.
Wait, tell me what? Why you? I'm the leader.
Ham gets up. and he just like who said that? Did Krog say that?
Yeah.
Dirtless, dub.
And Ham just like looks all irritated and just stomps past Krog.
Krog, he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. He's just in pain.
I mean it. I mean it.
That's okay.
Oh.
I'll
I
pat
never
Krog on the
lie.
back.
I don't say
Thank you, Ren.
anything I don't mean.
and Osra has shuffled her way into the shrub, almost slightly unconcerned as if you wanted to follow or not. But
We will try.
The Ham can't get through the shrub. He's just gonna try to follow all mad and like get stuck.
Ham, hang on. Just take out the short sword, just start hacking away through.
You got stuck again. Get over here.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, well,
And
you're
I get
getting it
stuck
anyway,
again.
okay? It's been a long day, and we got places to be, and just get...
Yeah, Stubbs gonna just make you do it. He's gonna just physically move you now to make sure. Just, get over here.
Every time you pick Ham up, his legs still go.
So as you guys follow into the wood with her, notably once you've stepped through this threshold again, back away from this cove and into a more dense wood, it's dark and it's cooler, and it's a muddled quiet on this side. Pim is gonna hurriedly rush up behind Stub and ask him, do you know where we're going? Do you know where I mean, and kind of nervously matter a little bit.
Would expect that this is the witch that we're supposed to find, Osra. That seems to be the... Well... Actually, did we ever get confirmation about that?
Some would like to use his intuition to figure out if this is gonna be bad or not.
What are you trying to read? Are you trying to read like maybe what is on and or
me
about?
as a player, I'm trying to remember. Were we ever officially told as characters that Osra is a turtle living in the woods?
Biddy told you that
Right,
yeah.
there was a banished
Druid.
turtle Yes, a druid that a long time ago had been banished to the wood.
Okay.
That's up to you on if you want to play as though your character would directly remember details specifically. I mean,
it's only been a day for him. It's been 4 weeks for me.
A
drunken
couple of nights. So.
Couple of those nights. I think if I do want to make an insight check on when Stub was studying Osra, just to get if he could get any feel there about what's
okay. So the insights on her behavior of what she's speaking to you. Okay, sure, go for it.
Where's my insight? There it is. That is a 22.
Yeah. It wasn't a very long conversation, and obviously there wasn't that many lines exchanged between you guys before her muddled sigh and kind of request for her to follow. But what you do read is almost as though she reads as a hermit, essentially, who is more exhausted by something else to upkeep than anything else negative or problematic for your party. So.
Okay.
Well, this is who we came to find, and I don't think they mean us any harm in any way, and hopefully, I'll lean in a little bit closer to him. They can help with the whole curse thing.
Pim kind of nods, but I think it's clear to read that the past couple of hours have hit Pim pretty hard between the treants conversation, the fight, somebody else now that she considers a friend being cursed, and now leading this character that she doesn't
right.
necessarily trust or know yet.
If anything, maybe she's got some answers about why the Ents would say those things about you. Or why you understand Druidic at all.
You're right.
Just
okay.
If anything bad happens, we're still here. Cursed or not, kind of glancing around at the three, and he's like, we'll take care of you. It should be okay.
I mean, I'll try to do the same, but I mean, I don't have very much. And she kind of shuffles and points down to her few bits of herb pouch and ointments and stuff provided by the healer back in town. And it's just okay. And then keeps just picking up her feet to keep up pace and get over these great ferns now that are taking over the forest floor, and because it's to the point where there's no path really anymore. Maybe a bit of some tracking that you could do on maybe where Osra has been through or other animals, but there's no defined actual pathing anymore.
So Osra is actually still in sight, correct? We can see them.
She didn't just dark. She definitely is...
Fastest turtle I've ever seen.
That's how they beat the hare.
Oh, okay.
She's kept her distance, but she's still in front of y'all. And she's pretty much, as oddly as it is for a turtle, a large-shaped turtle, going easily through these patches of bush and gently pushing bits of plant away or a branch or whatnot instead of not breaking anything. Okay. All right, everybody kept up? Nobody had anything they wanted to do on their bit of post-recovery of a fight or anything? Okay. So, it's kind of a bit of an afternoon's walk for you guys. It's also, I'm not gonna say it's slowing pace, poor enough of an environment to travel through, but I am gonna get you guys to do me your con save again, because it is the same feeling you guys had before. The woods have not changed.
Oh god.
Oh, it's a 5 for Stub. We're going down again, boys.
Oh god.
I
got a 14.
I got a 7. 7?
Got a 9.
Yes.
God. We all sleepy today, huh?
It's over. So over. The adventure ends here.
Who's in the front? I mean, obviously Stub probably is with Pim.
Oh, Ham is. Ham
is.
just direct
Ham's
Ham.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Ham is,
So,
you know how the turtle is not breaking the leaves? Ham is breaking the leaves.
Just intentionally, no. Rin, where are you in the pack?
I'm gonna have in the middle, kind of like I'll be by Krog, but kind of back a little bit.
I'll probably be in the back
Okay.
behind them. Yeah.
Rin, from behind you, you hear what sounds like a collapse, and Nesca is slowly dozing. She has fallen to the forest floor
But I
beneath
was
the
at
ferns.
9. Stub's
Mhm.
at 5.
It's almost as though the forest is more magical the deeper you go in. It's weird. As well as Krog in front of you afterwards stumbles with a thud. And Ham, the hands that you felt guiding you through behind you have fallen, and you hear the mutterings of Stub kind of whispering through like, oh no, again. And he falls to the forest floor as well.
Ham turns around and everyone's asleep on the ground.
Well, except
Everyone
for me.
except for Rin, yeah. And Osra in front of you.
Red, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. Krog just
Osra,
passed out.
wait. All of my friends are asleep, and it's so loud.
Osra will stop, and she'll turn and look, and she'll be like, you'll hear her mutter under her breath something about,
The forest is too deep for your kind, but you'll have to help me carry them.
Are you... The forest is too deep for our kind. You must carry them?
You'll have to help her carry them.
I'll get Krog and
How?
And I'll get what?
can you get Stub?
Osra comes back.
You just like start dragging stuff.
Osra will come back and scoop up Stub, since he's the
You're a
front.
spell book. You must have something that helps you carry things.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Ham is to carry me!
Okay, yeah.
Ham just stands next to Nesca.
Pim will
Oh,
help you.
question. Nesca's asleep. Does Nesca have a glamour on?
Does your
How does that
glamour
work?
hold? I mean, usually it's concentration, and you would fall asleep to hold something like that would knock that concentration out.
Okay,
Snap.
then it's gone.
Whatever's
I
like the
guess.
most fun story. Oh. All right. So,
So Nesca, describe what anybody who is now looking at you, i.e. Ham, and maybe Ren.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I totally have. Okay, hold on. Okay, so she still does look. She's still
is she face down
on
right now? Like, do we
tees.
not know yet?
You have to like turn her over, and there's like just scale. Oh,
Like, go to pick her up, like, whoa!
Yeah, you lift my head and you go up. But no,
and
so she
I-
still looks. She's still humanoid. She does have a forked tongue and sharp fangs, and has like patches of iridescent scales over her body, like randomly. So
Okay, so sleeping, your face structure doesn't really change. Your skin's starting to
no,
change.
it's just it's just like the scales, the forked tongue, and
Unless she's just
the
like,
sharp fangs.
And then you can actually see,
Red,
What?
I'm gonna turn into this. This is the curse.
What? Whoa!
Look at Nesca's skin.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Red, I don't want to look like that.
Well, here's the good news. You're amphibious, I think. I don't think you have to worry. You're not that far of a reach. But actually, because I've never encountered a Yuan T before, I want to try and see if I can maybe understand what the heck it is that I am looking at. Would I
so
do like insight, or would I need to roll like arc? Would it be like
your for you as well, depends. How hermitous have you been? If you've been to other cities and stuff before, you've definitely come across Yunti before. The vendor that was back at the original town you guys met was also the same.
True.
So it's not extremely uncommon. They are more of a, like, I would argue, richer.
I did work as a mercenary for a minute,
Yeah,
so
yeah. In
I
this
do
world, they're more
technically
of,
get
like-
around.
Yeah, they're way more in the northern towns normally. So
Why'd he say it like that?
It was weird.
Get around. Okay.
I get around. You know.
Get
I get around.
It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just go with it. You just go with it. But okay, so I would not be. I would just be more shocked that that is what she actually looks like, as opposed to what she. Okay, cool.
you might have been tricked into the idea that she was a human or something up until this point. The shock of her being a auntie is only pretty much that she's misled you on her race so far, but maybe not so much that it's like, wow, she's a young. It's just like,
right.
Okay, weird.
This
Why would she-
explains
yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
This explains everything. Huh? Never would have pegged it. Ham, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Can I touch her?
Yes, it's safe. It's not the curse. It's just this is who she really is. She was using a glamour or some kind of magic or I don't know, some kind of spell. I'm not a. It's probably in your book. It's probably in your book. I guarantee. Like, or if it's not in your book, you need to put this in your book, Ham. This is important.
Ham, are you touching Neska's face? Like her
No.
scales and stuff on her face?
He's just, Ham's hand is all over. Just
Like I just
Ham
imagine
thought this
Ham
was
just like just touching Neska everywhere, just like what is this?
Is this a good time to mention Neska might be ticklish?
Ham
And
thinks
Neska's response is to
Ham's
slap.
not touching.
Neska, since you are highest on our con saves, roll me a 1d2.
Oh no.
Dude,
What problem shall we run into now?
With everything shouting, if everybody's shouting around you, you kind of very slowly and almost as though you're hungover come to wake up.
Oh god.
Krog, roll me a 1d2.
wait, I wasn't prepared.
I know. I thought it was out for another 20 minutes. Just call it, you know.
A 2. Same for you. Though it's like almost migraine level of like I didn't get enough sleep once you wake up.
Okay.
Stub, do me the same.
Fine, okay. Let's see. D2.
Ren, how are you carrying me?
I was going to just carry you over like over the shoulder. Or,
Am I on your
or
shoulder?
Actually,
Did you
like
pick
a
me up?
fireman's carry, like a fireman's carry, just kind of like
Nice.
yeah.
All right.
Stub, you wake up to being cradled by Ostra as she is starting to make her way back out. Like you have the same like lethargic-y, like very sleepy and heavy eye wake up kind of situation.
Stubb's gonna say, good morning, in Druidic, though.
Ren, did you hit me with
Arisa-
your stick?
Ostra, as soon as you say it in Druidic,
No, I
she
wouldn't do
stops, and she looks down
Oh,
at you
no.
and
Oh.
she puts you down.
Oh, ah.
She asks you,
Where did you learn the language?
My mother taught me some.
Your mother was a druid?
I'm not entirely sure. She was taken from me a long time ago, but she taught me a couple of tricks. And a cool language that I've only recently learned happens to be Druidic in the last couple of years of my life.
Then you may not be such a waste of use. But
Oh,
yeah, until you're party number 2.
that's great. I'll let my dad know.
and she'll start walking again to the same direction she was going before.
Do we get ambushed?
Unceremoniously plopped on the ground. Just, oh, you frick. Okay. We're
So
good.
Ham is like right up to Nesca's face.
Yeah.
Just staring.
I'm just like, good morning.
What does Nesca look like now?
I mean, I guess I don't know that I've dropped
Yeah, you
it,
don't
so
know.
yeah.
Be like,
I don't like it.
Excuse me?
I don't
Wait, have
like
I
this.
seen it?
Excuse me?
It's different. Are you a liar?
What are you talking
happened?
about?
oh, okay. Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay, so
stand up
Ness-
now. What are you talking about?
Oh,
so-
she's taller.
Okay, so
don't think she's actually
Nesca,
No, I'm exactly the same.
So Nesca, I don't know if you know, but whatever it was that you were doing before you fell asleep,
Red called
It
it a
made you-
glamour.
And I opened up the book to the article on glamour, so Nesca can read it.
And okay.
whatever it was you're doing, I don't understand it, and I'm not gonna pretend, but I just want you to know, you're not doing it now.
You have scales on your face.
Oh shit.
And big teeth.
And I
says-
pull the
and
glamour
she
back
says,
up.
Oh shit! You can see the fangs as her mouth.
really long thing. Is the S a little long? Oh, because it's
Ham stumbles backwards.
Do it again. Do it
And
again.
I drop the glamour. I drop the glamour for Krog, and then I pull it back up.
Whoa.
Pim tugs on Ren's like shoulder, I guess. There's no shirt, I guess.
Yeah.
And is like pointing towards Ostra, now ducking behind a tree. We have to. I don't want to. It's night. It's gonna get tired. I don't. And she's like,
Oh yeah. Okay, look, this is all fine and dandy, and you know what, Nesca, I'm sure you had your reasons, and if you want to tell us, that's your business.
Isn't this easier
I
on the
personally,
eyes?
I think you look great
No!
regardless, but well, Ham,
Ham, I'm
just-
talking about my human form.
Oh,
oh, I
didn't know.
yeah. After she said, "Oh shit," she like recast her glamour back over her face, so you see what
Gotcha.
you've known as Nesca at this point. So
We
I
need
just-
to talk about
that's-
it later.
Yeah.
that's a liar's face.
well,
Would you prefer? So I drop the glamour, and then I smell, so my fangs show up. Be like, oh, is this better?
Ham runs next to. I keep forgetting her name. Ostra. Ham runs
Oh,
up next to Ostra and like hides behind her leg.
I think that it's best if we table this discussion for now, and we get out of this forest, or else we're all gonna fall asleep.
Okay.
Twice now for me, by the way. Twice. I'm pretty over it.
Yeah, and Nesca, if you want to tell us when we get where we're going why you did what you did, fine. If not, I don't think it changes anything between us.
Okay.
We're
I
all-
appreciate that, Ren.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Can you do it to me? Can you do it to me? I want to be handsome.
if this
You are
conversation has
handsome.
been kind of going as y'all are talking,
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
walking, I guess.
you'll start to notice that there is almost like a mystical, like a mist. Sorry, not mystical, but a mist fog that you're headed into. Not smoke or anything like previous, just like a white mist or fog.
I swear, if this fog puts me to sleep, I'm gonna absolutely lose it.
and he's gonna step into it whenever we get there.
Hey, Stub. Hey, Stub. And
Yes. Yeah.
Ham's gonna get his little knife out in one of his hands.
Yeah.
Nesca isn't who she said she was, and I just need you to know,
Yeah, I've known.
because
I've known since the first day.
what? What did you, what?
Yeah, so... Yeah, I've known since the first day. It's a magical glamour. Sometimes people like to look a little bit different than they do.
Stub, you knew, and you did tell your best friend?
Because it
Ham?
doesn't matter what people look like.
Yes, it does!
Why, Ham?
Because when you look like you're my friend, then you're my friend. But then you change your face and all of a sudden you're someone I don't know anymore. And that's
Ham,
That's
I thought
lying.
you were a little bit smarter to understand, like, I don't know, object permanence. When something changes,
I
it doesn't
know
mean
what
it's
object Stop, don't talk down to me. You lied to
I
me.
can't talk down to you. I'm your height. We're literally looking at each other.
As your voices like raise, you definitely can see a bit of the back of Ostra in front of you, but you definitely hear her steps as she's making her way, and you hear her shush you. Shh.
You shush me! I'm having a crisis!
Slap. Over Ham's big mouth.
Oh, his eyes are so mad.
Just immediately.
Are you okay with this as a player character?
Oh, yeah.
To cover your mouth. Okay, cool. All right, and so we hear
Later, Ham.
Oh.
Later.
and
Don't
once
worry.
you've gone a few yards into this fog, as each of you take your next step forward, it's almost as though you walk through a wall, and there's this open alcove, I suppose, in the forest, with this great oak tree on the backside, and a very, you could almost blink and miss it because it's grown over with shrub and bush and moss and greenery, but a simple made house with a long winding step leading to the door. And
Shelter.
Ostra stands in front of you. It's like,
We're here. Is everybody here?
Oh,
Is anyone missing Dia?
I didn't even like.
Give it a look.
No.
This is all
yeah,
of us.
Tim's kept up, unless anybody decided to stay behind or anything, but
Is Bub still with us?
Oh yeah.
Where's
Better be with me.
I imagine
Well, I mean,
Bub's been with you, and I'm probably
better be
annoyed
good.
every time you fall to sleep.
Yeah.
Just
use him as
slam
a
on the
pillow.
ground. Yeah.
And she'll like turn towards her house and usher her arm up.
Inside. The wood is not safe. Always in the dark.
Okay. Let's go then. Yeah.
Pin is probably uncomfortably scary close to Stub. Just
It's all right. Come on. Yeah, go in, I guess. Hopefully,
inside.
the door's not a mimic that eats us. That's all I can hope right now. We're just go inside.
Oh god.
she
Ham's
opens
just
it.
got his hands crossed. He's gonna wait for everyone else to go in first.
She definitely like opens it in front of you guys, but like lets everybody else step through before closing it behind you. And you find yourself in a cottage of sorts with many a herb on the walls. There is smaller handmade like clay pottery that's been cast on the counter. There's definitely mortar and pestle. There's a small table, a small bed. It's not very big. And Ostra shuffles in behind you. It's like,
Okay. Who has the curse?
I raised my hand.
Krog points at all three of them.
Yeah, I think all three of us just raised our hands
Yeah.
politely.
and she'll let out a long sigh, and she'll start to do work her way around who is in there in this small space to the counter, where she'll start working up some sort of herbs out of jars and ointments out of smaller little capsules, and muddling some going away a little bit of muddling, and she'll motion you guys in to like sit behind her.
All right. I will
I
do
will
so.
sit.
Mhm.
Why did you come to the wood?
Well,
And were you cursed before you came here?
well, myself and Nesca, we were cursed before we came to the forest. Ham was cursed literally hours ago after we entered the forest.
All right, early enough. But why are you in the forest?
We're supposed to be stopping the darkness. At least that was the request. Though with some new knowledge, it seems that we may be looking for something else.
What were you told to look for?
Well,
A witch.
This is gonna be crazy, but yeah, we were told to find the witch in the woods that's clearly causing all of this darkness to take over our animals and things and these problems that are happening in Wheelstone. But of course, us on this end, we understand that some people don't take kindly to those of us that are just different. And we thought we would just find you and maybe you could help us find the real source of all of this.
Through Stubbs' like nervous muttering, you can almost hear her former grind hardening when hearing that y'all were told to come and find her or a witch in the woods. And she's like,
So you have no idea that we started this? We?
Who?
All of us started this.
Okay, wait, so when the darkness, I don't have another name for it right now, the ones that talk in your head, when they say you don't belong here, is that what you mean?
are you asking her if the voices are the ones that she means started this, or we as...
No, like what they're telling us that we started this.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I'm trying to confirm that that's what they're telling us.
It does not lie. The darkness won't lie to you.
How did we start this?
And she's kind of like muddled a tea. That's like a medicinal tea that she's now brewing water through. And she's brought a jar of kind of the same ointment that Pim had over to the table. And she'll set it at the table and she'll instruct you.
Anyone who has been touched at any point by a shadow, put this directly on the wound. Always. Always. It'll slow it.
And she'll look at Stubb and tell you,
anybody not existing here previous to centuries ago, or those who haven't and don't worship the old gods will never understand how you started it. I'm confused.
Is there anyone like that left that would understand then?
when Pim hears her say the old gods, Pim mutters Alfiane.
Oh.
Was that the tree ent?
Alfiane was the name
The
of
harvest goddess.
That was
Harvest
the
goddess.
harvest goddess,
Mhm.
yeah.
And she'll like kind of annoyedly usher anybody who had said that they were cursed to dip their fingers into this ointment on her table and put it on your wounds.
Okay.
As she turns to start pouring 1 or 2 cups of tea.
I'll take it and I'll help Ren because I think we both have it on our backs. So I'll get Ren's and then I'll ask him to
It's
get
like
mine.
putting sunblock on your friend. 'cause
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't get
Yeah, that's what it is.
And I'll turn to
There's
Ham.
daggers. Just
I'll-
daggers at them.
Yeah. And I'll turn to Ham and be like, "Can I help you with yours?"
Ham just stares at her and doesn't say anything and just sticks his hand in the jar and squishes.
Okay,
Well, I guess
I'll
that
take that
works.
as a no.
Pim will ask Ostra if she means Alfian. Muttered from the back of the table. Do you mean Alfian? And Ostra will respond.
At least one of you knows your old stories.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to try a history check like we did last time about old gods and names, you're more than welcome to. I will argue that you'll have to yeah, just go ahead if you want to go for it. It'll be a history check.
I rolled a 15.
Nice.
Krog's bad at history.
13 as well.
9. Okay. With 13s, from what it might not have been a focus of something that was on y'all's minds in your travels and your work, but you definitely have heard of old gods. You're not so familiar with the ones in the south as you were with some of the ones in the north. Maybe the speaking with the treant has like jogged your memory a little bit about Alfian, and maybe in a light doze here and there. You know that Alfian was a goddess of the south. You do know that in the tales she didn't return, as we talked about before. And you do know that she conversed with the spirits of the forest and the land, because she was a thoroughfare for knowledge between what were humanoid kind or mankind on this island or this continent, to the actual gods who were within the wood. Ham, with your 2 more, you know the reason why she was the thoroughfare was that she would talk to the gods about proper places for harvest, and that she would bring that knowledge back to the townsfolk about what they can and cannot harvest on the gods' blessings.
Ooh. Ham's lips are sealed and he just stares at Stubbs. Joel's face.
So I get the feeling it's like from the corner, right? We just see
Daggers.
Ham's literal dagger, and stuff's just looking straight ahead for those. I know what's happening. I know.
Hands in the jar.
I know. Just not paying attention to him right now. Well, I know some parts of the old stories, but, you know, it's been a while since I've heard any of them.
Is your business with the wood to learn of the old gods who live here? Or is your business with the wood to help the wood survive?
Which one involves the darkness stopping, attacking people?
You'll almost hear, it won't be easy. I mean, it'll be easy, no insight needed, but you'll hear a disgruntled reply, and that she tells you,
If you're not prepared for your right choice, you cannot go any further.
All right, lay him out one more time for me.
Obviously to help the wood survive.
she'll move her head to you, Ham, and she'll tell you,
You'll need to calm your anger or it'll find you here.
I calm my anger. You tell me to calm my anger when I've got 2 of my best friends who are liars.
You can take your ointment and leave.
Okay, and I do.
Whoa. Just
I take my ointment and I stamp outside and I sit down on the ground outside the cabin with my back to the cabin and I pout.
Osra. I come on.
Stubbs gonna go after him. He's mad, but he's gonna go after him.
As
as you leave, she'll tell you,
I have lived here for 40 years and kept her at bay. I don't need your friend harming me.
Her. You guys figure out what her is. I gotta go make sure Ham doesn't walk away. Stuff's gonna go outside. But yeah, go ahead.
So this darkness, how have you been keeping it at bay?
Calm. I don't mess with the wood. I heal it. And I deployed a fog. Took me a long time just to keep any sort of cursed animals
and when she says that, her eyes will dart between both you and Nesca.
away.
Sorry. Is there any way we can stop it?
If you want to throw your life away, you're welcome to try. There's been quite a few of you who have made it pretty far. Not this far, but pretty far. So.
Well, I mean, someone's got to do something. This can't just keep going on. Someone's got to stand up and do something.
Stop it from taking over animals and causing them to die.
Right.
When you say that, Krog, she'll, almost through pierced lips, tell you.
It wasn't the curse that first killed the animals, but now the curse kills everything.
Do you pull Ham back in? Is there a conversation happening with Ham outside, Stub?
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
there
I
a,
think
like,
I don't
take me
think
to my
I don't think
car,
Ham's coming back inside until we hash this out. This is okay. Stubb's gonna come outside and close the door softly behind him and probably sees Ham sitting, just looking down and holding the jar. Just
It seems I have some explaining to do, huh?
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. Do you mind if I take a seat?
Why would I mind? It's not like we know each other or anything.
We gonna take the seat. Ham.
Stubbs, if that's
know.
your real name.
Well, has anyone wait, we'll get to that. I am me. I have not lied about who I am. I'm a poor goblin man from a little bit north of here and west who was ostracized from his tribe for the things that he wanted to practice to remember his mom. And even his dad didn't want him. So he came south and met a really nice friend named Ham, who's been very accepting of who he is. Sometimes, Ham, people run from the things that cause them the most grief or harm or fear. And sometimes they hide who they are, magically and or otherwise. What Nesca's done is not lie to us, but changed herself in a way that makes her feel more comfortable. And that's okay. And we need to learn how to accept that.
My problem with Nesca is a problem that I probably have to sort out with Nesca, but you, I thought we were buds. Stubbs, I thought you had a crush on her. All this time you've been looking and checking her out from behind. I saw it. And I thought I was like, I see. I'll just let him have a nice time. And that's like Stubbs' private thoughts. But if I had known that it was because you knew that she sometimes looked a little different. I wish that you would have told me that.
Ham, sometimes it's not our place to tell other people's secrets. They need to do it on their own terms.
Ham has like a
And-
flashback of something that happened in school.
Yeah.
And now it makes sense why he doesn't have a
But
friend.
maybe this will help. I'll tell you a little secret of mine then.
But
You're
I should tell anybody about it, huh?
right. And I'm gonna teach you something about that here in just a second. But you're not wrong. It wasn't because Nesca looks a little different without her magic. I think she's pretty neat. So you're not far off the mark there, bud.
You know who I think's pretty neat?
Who am?
I think Ren's really neat.
Dude, isn't that guy the coolest?
He's really cool. He's
I
like
need-
any situation he walks in and everybody looks at him and they're like,
Well, he's also just
"Oh,
so big.
listen to that guy." It's because he's
just
so big.
so big. Have you seen anyone that just looks as handsome as he does? Like that
No,
jawline.
Are you
Is
guys sitting like,
incredible.
right outside the door, like on the top
Pro-
step?
Yeah, can we hear this?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh my God,
Anybody inside that's
yes.
trying to listen.
Oh god.
It's like my head 5
Neff,
times.
You definitely
Oh,
hear this.
Nesca's at the door.
Rin, you don't, yeah.
Holy shit, I got a 21! Please. So, did I just hear all of that?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's still
I
happening.
feel like Nesca's like probably taken her ointment and like stepped back away from the table to the door and is just like finding ways to like try to reach her back. And just, like, listening.
So I heard him calling out Stub for having a crush on Nesca.
Yeah, and Stub effectively admitting to it. But now we're just talking about how handsome Ren is. So
Does Ren
he's
hear
at
this?
Like if I extended
didn't
my
know.
tongue all the way out, I don't think it would be as long as his arms.
That's his arms, right? Yeah.
Okay, good. That's where it went.
Okay. Well, Ham, do you still feel angry?
Honestly, the salve is it's helping, and I hold up my wet hand.
It's probably just
What's
like
the-
coded
Buddy.
because she didn't give you any sort of like dose or dosage. So Ham,
Yeah,
a wrap.
like,
Stub
all
Stub is going to go get a wrap out of his bag that he has with him to wrap Ham's hands.
Oh yeah, we'll change this later, but really you can't just have that open like that.
Thank you, Stub. I'm feeling better, but I should probably talk to Nesca a little bit. This is the first time I've been so challenged by a friend.
So you're gonna have a private conversation with Nesca after I just told you my secret.
It's not about you though.
Right, but
But
so
you said
has,
with friends keep each other's secrets, so
Mhm.
I will.
have
I
you
will
ever heard
do that.
it's some very powerful magic. It's from
Love?
the druids. No. It's called a pinky promise. Have you ever heard of it?
Cute. Are you trying to be cute?
No. Not at all.
I know about the pinky promise.
Well, then can you pinky promise me that you won't tell her?
Yeah, I could pinky promise you that I won't.
And I'm still hearing all of this, so it's
Oh yeah, for sure. This is all happening.
Okay.
And I hold out. Is my wet pinky available or no?
Sure. I wouldn't have wrapped your fingers because it's in your hand. So it's
Okay, yeah, wet pinky then.
All right, then you seal it, and then do you know this
Nesca, are
part?
you trying to like hide your reactions to hearing this conversation?
I mean, I'm laughing a little, but not
Okay.
really trying. Yeah.
Is Stella laughing or is Nesca laughing?
both.
Stubbs gonna do a little druid craft, and a little like vine is gonna go around the pinky.
Oh,
Nice.
I thought you were
Alright.
gonna like blow into it and it would make my hand tickle.
You can do that if you want, but no. On it, actually.
And Stubbs gonna break it off, and the ring is gonna stay on the pinky, the little wooden like
See,
ring.
now I got a little wooden ring on your pinky.
Friend rings.
So, yeah.
This is such a special thing. Ham's like, this is the most special thing that he owns now.
So, when you have that conversation with Nesca, which you should, just remember what we talked about, and not just the promise, but like all of it, right? Try to be understanding about her position.
As long as she can be understanding about mine.
I'm sure she will. So, ready to head back inside and actually figure out what we're supposed to be fighting?
I gotta return the jar.
Yeah. Stubb will help him up because I assume the jar's like as big as he is. Just like pull him up.
Stub, do you let Ham go in first, or do you go in first?
I'll open the door and let Ham go in first.
Going for
Just see Nesk like whoosh.
Roll me a perception check. Stub.
Ooh, okay. I'm okay at these, right?
Mm.
What's up? 13.
Maybe, so you had this conversation with Ham, and as you open the door and you let Ham, waddle his little way in, you go to turn to shut it, and you get this feeling that there are eyes on you. Not from inside of the house,
Yeah.
but out.
Turns around, shut the door, and
Uh-huh.
and he'll finish shutting the door, kind of just turn around.
Roll me a
Huh.
perception again.
God. Okay. 14.
You know that
Really, really low.
it wasn't just one set.
Osra, do things normally watch your house? Like, not just one thing, but lots of things.
Without looking at you, Ostra will apply with
This wood is the last haven for all of the great gods. They will always watch you.
I'm just gonna pretend like it was a couple of birds because that's terrifying.
And Stubb will latch the door and come fully inside.
and she'll tell you to get used to the feeling.
So what did we miss, guys?
Osra, I
do you-
came back. I'm not mad anymore.
On that note, do you guys want to take a restroom break? A short break?
Let's do our break here.
Sweet.
Thank you guys for being here for DieFall: The Seed of Life. This has been part 1 of episode 8. Yeah, 8. And hopefully when I hit this button, because it's crashed the last 3 times we've done this, I'm gonna try this out. Fingers crossed, everyone. And we're gonna hit the break screen, right? Oh, it didn't crash. This is wonderful. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to DieFall: The Seed of Life, episode 8. This is after the break, so hopefully you all got snacks, water, drinks, and used the restroom, and you're ready for more stuff. Where Stubb was just told that all of the old gods live here, which seems terrifying, and totally not problematic in any way. So simply, what was our last thing that we just did?
Yeah, so Stubb and Ham had a little conversation outside that Nesca happened to be able to eavesdrop on, so we'll see how that resolves at some point. But these two have now returned to the party inside, where I believe Rin was asking, and if anybody else, Krog or Nesca, were interested in asking questions to Ostra about what's happening, what are you guys supposed to do, what hurt, like whatever y'all are, because you're at the moment, she's provided you with like a tea. It is not sweet. It is definitely very, very, very earthy. It is maybe hard to swallow for some who have maybe had finer teas, but probably not Krog, since you definitely have lived on the land for a while too. And that's where we'll pick back up. Ham and Stub have re-entered the building. Stub, you had your feelings. Osra mentioned the eyes. Old gods.
This is how Krog drinks his tea.
Yeah.
Pinky's up.
Are you too good now?
Oh, we
Yeah,
were
how
never bad.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
Cause, like, we got stuff to do. You can't go off being all dramatic and things like that.
I was cursed. So
No, you're fixed now, right? You got the goopy stuff?
my head's all gooped up. Stub
Yeah.
gave it a little wrap. And I'm ready.
Cool.
I'm ready to save the woods and to maybe do we have to talk with Alfia about what's going on here? Cause she used to be the one who would commune with the people about the needs of the nature.
Are you asking Osra or are you asking in general?
I guess I'm directing it towards Osra. Yeah, because I know these guys aren't going to answer that
You
question.
don't know any of that.
Osra will sigh and she will reply.
You are welcome to ask Alfie any question if you can find out.
Osra,
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Would it be insight to just get a beat on why Osra's got a stick up her butt?
Go for it. Yeah.
Please. 17.
Nice.
Why is
that
Osra
sigh-
so touchy?
That sigh was it's sad. It is a sigh of grief. The general vibe of Osra since you've been here is nearly the same that you've gotten from, or that Stub had earlier. She comes as though she has little faith in you, not trying to be off-putting. You're just not her job, is what it feels like.
Osra, I think all of us can agree that we want to help. And I can tell that maybe you don't think we could, but I'm magic. I've read a lot of books, and I would like to help. So you let us know what we need to do in order to maybe reach Alfie or whoever else it is that we need to talk to. All the old gods.
Osra will look at you with kind eyes, but she'll reply to you,
Don't turn a blind eye to your own emotions, which you might need to.
I'm
Mind you.
very stable.
And don't bring your military here. You're welcome to find any outlet here to help heal. There's definitely work to be done to heal the land if that's your focus. But
I think, Osra, the issue is we don't have any say on where this military's gonna go, but if we don't do something first, they're gonna come in here anyways, and they're gonna do it their way, which I think we can all agree might not be the best way for this to lead to some kind of healing.
her brow will furrow when you say they're gonna come this way anyway, and borderline interrupt you to say,
when? When did they
Can
Well,
I
if
relay out the map?
Yeah, sure. Just put out the little map. So this is what they gave us.
if you
They said
remember,
5 days.
Yeah, so you're in her house. There's definitely like animals and stuff like
Is that a cat
living
fight?
in this space. Yeah, so the general told you guys that if you hadn't returned in like 5 days, he was going to send another scout out because essentially he considered it a failure on your part.
Mm-hmm.
And when she hears you say that, she's like,
So you were sent here by the military.
Yeah, well, we all have.
But
a
only
need
because
for...
we want fame.
That's not what.
Huh?
My dad needs to know, Stub.
Oh well, okay, all right. Well, don't lump us all together on that one.
I need fame.
We came because we were gonna come anyways, and they were willing to put some coin in our pocket.
So you came to help the wood for your own gain. Fyra will have you to.
And when she mentions Firier, I want anybody to roll me a history check again.
Sure, this will go well. It's fine. One of these I'm gonna know, right?
12.
I rolled an.
Oh wait,
I rolled an 18.
Nice.
natural 20.
Very nice.
Right. I rolled a
Ren,
3.
You have
I don't
no
know history.
idea. Yeah, you don't.
Ren's just
have
like,
any
this tea tastes so bad.
What is this?
Nesca with a 12, I will argue, the name is familiar to you, but, and it brings a tinge of fear to you, but you're not, maybe it's a story you were told when you were younger and you just didn't pay any mind to it or something, but like, weird. That sounds familiar, but you know. Krog and Stub, you guys both know the tales of a great gray wolf that was named Fiber in the south and was all of fauna's god. You do know, however, that Firir came with a soft touch but also a ferocious bite, and there's a lot of tales of her anger residing over her judgment quickly. And with a 20, a nat 20 Stub, I will argue that since you knew about Alfiane before, you know that there's rumors of tale that Alfiane may have gone missing by Fiber.
Oh, good.
This might be something that's like, because your mom may have told you when you were younger.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
So what the last thing Osher said was what? That.
Essentially, if you only came here for your fame and for money,
Right.
then Fibro will have you too.
Okay.
Well,
Over for dinner.
unfortunately, not Ham.
Probably for dinner.
Yeah, more likely that. Hopefully, that's not what happened to Alfiane either. Do you know where they are?
You are at the precipice of the deepest and most magical part of the forest. I will not.
Is that
lead you
why
there.
we're so sleepy all the time?
The forest is a weight. It is a weight on the average mind. Because
Average?
of how
I'm not
magical
average.
it is.
That's probably why I only got tired a little bit.
God, I hate him. I'm sorry. If I was in the room with this guy.
No. Who's been near Pim this time? Throughout this?
Just depends on where she was sitting.
Just at the
Yeah.
table? Would anybody have stuck next to her
guess-
particularly? Or...
Krog and Ren were over there, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, probably.
I would assume we weren't too far from her.
If you had been paying attention to Pim throughout this conversation, you probably noticed it has been a roller coaster of information for her. And she is clearly uncomfortable in this space.
Ooh. Oh man. I will extend I guess I'll ask. Hell. Is it the tea?
And when you kind of like lean over like to her, she'll like, as if she's been like a little bit of lost in thought, and struggled out of it by you, and she'll reply to you, "No, is this not eerie to you? Do you not feel this is strange?"
Oh, it's very strange. I've never encountered anything like this in all my life, and I thought I'd seen a lot in my travels, but I gotta admit, old gods and strange entities in Sleepy Time Forest are outside of my realm of punching.
She'll lean to you, like to whisper to you, and she'll tell you, tales like this are the reason why Ostra was banished.
So, wait, real quick, before I, the whole thing from the, because I don't know if I actually know this.
Yeah.
I know that was brought up that she looks like Alfian.
Alfian, yeah.
So, but I don't know if I know that.
Stub, did you share that information with everybody? Once you heard it in Druidic?
I don't
don't think you did.
Something.
I did mention
did.
but I think it was pretty vague. It was
I
like
do know that-
she looks like someone.
Yeah, I do know that Alfian had a conversation about it too, like with Stub at some point in the walk. I like how uncomfortable she was with this notion of looking like a god.
Yeah.
But I don't know
and
if that's
Okay.
been
I'm just
Yeah,
now
'cause I
remembering
thought-
that I think I pulled Stub aside and I was
Yeah,
like, I've got
you
a theory.
stubborn.
We
Yeah,
Em
I
had
think
a
we
chat
know
about it.
because I told Pimmel, I was like, hey, if we go to the witch, maybe she could explain all
yeah,
this because
yeah,
she's freaked
okay.
out. So I think we do
There
know.
we go.
Yeah.
So we,
Yeah, that
I at
makes
least
sense.
have a vague idea.
you don't know the name
so yeah.
Kyrier, and you know, but you do know that talk of old gods and stuff like this isn't anything that's been prevalent in your life. Not that you've. It depends on your adventuring. I would argue with your history checks, probably not.
Yeah, no, God, no. Religion, who needs it? History, who needs it? No, well, I guess I will ask this then. Like, well, it sounds like you have a major part to play in all this. Is that why you feel uncomfortable?
Oh, and when he says that, Ham's gonna grab Stubbs' arm and just be like,
It's happening.
Are you
Just
whispering
hold
this
steady.
to her, like as she whispered to you about?
I just, you know what? I won't necessarily say I was trying to be quiet, but I wasn't necessarily broadcasting either. It was just a normal, like, oh, okay, oh, well, there you go. It wasn't broadcast, but it wasn't hush hush.
There wasn't an attempt to hide it, essentially.
No attempt.
Pim is going to. Pim will reply, if this is my purpose to help you guys fight this, I suppose. I don't know how big my role is. I just know that this is all very uncomfortable, and I can't place my finger on it, really. This tales of old, and she'll like then whisper, "Oh, old gods," and like this forest, and she'll like eyeball Ostra, and like, oh, witch, a druid witch? I don't, Ostra, when you say you have a great part to play in this, anybody who's sitting near her, and probably close enough to all of y'all, you'll hear her say, you all do. That you all do.
That's not. Okay.
Great.
So why do we gotta do that? What needs punching or slapping or
Or I could levitate it.
And she'll tell you,
I don't know what lies further than the thorn wall. If you
Thorn wall.
you don't know.
No. Do I know?
What?
no. Your
You're
map is
sassy.
to her house, and like that's it. So.
No, I'm not aware of the thorn wall, and I don't think my friends are either.
Nope.
No.
And
I
she'll
didn't bring shoes for this.
she'll kind of
Okay. You will have to face the thorn wall. And beyond that is the blessed part of the forest.
Is there anything that you can give the people in our party with tiny brains so that they don't get tired?
Honestly, if you do have something like that, that'd be great. I've fallen asleep twice today, and not on purpose.
It could be helpful.
In the morning, I can provide you with a few herbs that might help with your fight of restlessness in here. But
Well, what do you do? You're not sleeping.
I've been here a long, long time.
Oh, she's got big brain.
She's sleepwalking, guys.
She's
I just
literally
figured it out.
meta.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, something like that.
Ham
Well-
puts his hand on Krug's, whatever the highest part of Krug Ham can reach. Krug's sitting, right? I could
Yeah.
probably reach the upper arm.
Just-
Good boy.
I do want to ask Ozra something. You mentioned earlier that if we're doing this for our own personal gain or glory or money, you said that we would fail, but I don't really think that's the case. I mean, we're here, I mean, even for what Ham said, Ham's just trying to prove themselves, but Ham definitely wants to do what's right. We all do. We all have some kind of a reason for why we're doing what we're doing, but at the end of it all, we're trying to, we're trying to save everyone. So I don't know. Do you think that maybe this whole military, this army or whatever, I mean, yeah, sure, it's gonna muddy the water, but maybe if we could get them to understand, maybe we could have a better chance?
Your military is only here to protect its allegiance, to trade, and harvest, and what it can take. It's not here to protect what is vital to this land. It will also not be able to fight its own emotional degradation and anger. That's something that you're going to have to understand if you're going to make it through this.
Guys, how are we gonna get word back to them to get them not to come into the forest?
Gotta do what we gotta do and then get back there and tell them ourselves.
Our
The
balance.
The forest has been deterring your military for a very long
Just
time.
let's just make it clear. They're not our military.
Right.
We're
that's-
northerners.
Or just no one. But otherwise,
Stop, you're someone.
I
Don't
wouldn't
let your
classify
tiny
myself
brain
as
tell you that you're nobody. You're somebody.
I wouldn't classify myself as a northerner, is all I'm saying, Ham. But no, they are not our military. They were a way for us to keep food on our table and a roof over our heads. They were gonna pay us money. I mean, that's you need that sometimes. I'm sure if we handle the situation with the shadows, then maybe we can
With the
convince them.
hatred. I think it's the hatred, it's not the darkness.
Right, but no one can tell us where we need to go to figure that out and to defeat that at the source, right?
I just told you.
Oh, well then, there we go. Perfect.
Thorny walls, blessed things, when you don't pay attention.
I was
And
paying attention to
she'll-
that far. I didn't know the
as-
hatred was there
As
specifically.
Stubbs' voice like raises, she'll raise her, not an eyebrow, but almost like the overhang of her lifted up at you, in response to your growing aggression about the issue.
Right. Sorry. Just.
Question for the. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
Us who are cursed with hatred, but we don't necessarily know it's a hatred curse. Are we still being affected by that, or has the solve
You
been
will.
helping?
And this as a, I'm not gonna, I don't know if Rin and Nesca told you what the healer told them, but that they only had like between like 4 to 5 days, to essentially resolve their curse. It is encouraged on player, for all of you who have been cursed, to find ways to notate that you are struggling with emotional imbalance while you are
So this
cursed.
solve is not necessarily helping that.
It is a surface help. It is not a
It's a Tylenol.
yeah. Like that's why I was saying
What's
earlier, it
Tylenol?
feels like any sort of burn that has been there is okay, but the clear feeling of it going like through you is still there. And that is agitating them.
Yes, let the hate flow through you.
Flow through you. Okay. Well, sounds like we have a plan. Hey, I hope the thorn birds. Cause did I tell you I'm magic? And I have caught wood on fire before.
I don't know if we should set things on fire here. That sounds like a bad idea.
Kind of seems counterproductive.
But
to
if
what trying to do.
we're smiling, it'll be fine.
Smiling while the world burns. Cool.
That still doesn't seem like it's gonna help us here.
Fantasy world.
What's the time? What's the time of day?
smiling.
It's getting late. You guys have traveled, and it feels almost like you've traveled longer than, now that you've settled and rested, seated, it feels like you've traveled longer than what felt like a day. Ostra is gonna clean up the cups and bits in front of you.
You'll need to stay at least till morning. Don't set out at night.
Right.
Can we crash on your floor? Is that okay? You're safe on the floor in here. You're safe on the ground outside, but no, thank you. Quiet. No, I snore.
And it's very cramped. This is a very small hut. There will be definite buddy systems within beanbags. So, just letting you know.
I'm Big Spoon.
Wait, is Crow taller than
Gotta get in
Ren?
there.
Who's taller there?
I would
I
imagine.
forget.
Ren is.
Taller.
Ren is the tallest of the group, right? So we,
I
we
think so,
just
yeah.
pile up according to size.
Like a xylophone.
Yeah.
However you lay, you notate that Ostra places herself at the door.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm. How about to say, I don't mind being the little spoon.
Um,
I'm a jetpack on Ren. That's all. That's all there is.
Oh my god.
Hey, big guy.
Stubbs jetpacks on the top, Ham jetpacks on the bottom.
Speaking as a man who is married to a woman who is taller than me by like a few inches, I get it.
Jetpack.
It's good to be a jetpack sometimes.
We're jetpack at this house, okay? Yeah. What's up? What's up?
All right.
Just that one arm. What do you do with that one arm?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, God, yeah. Gotta figure out a bed that makes that better. Somewhere.
There's a pillow you can buy. There's like a cuddle pillow that has a tunnel that your arm goes.
The arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got an arm tunnel.
Yeah, it makes it so that the other person
need to invest in an arm tunnel.
Or just cut your arm off.
Oh, okay.
You don't need that arm.
That does solve one problem.
As y'all settle for sleep, is there anything anybody is doing?
I would like to play a lullaby for everybody.
Oh, good,
there's
because if you do this, then Ham trying to like get the courage to talk to Nesca is just sleep, just immediate sleep, and that works for him.
Oh, I was gonna say, we have to have the conversation. Otherwise,
Nah, dude, this is the first time Ham's having a conversation like this. Of course he's gonna
How are
put
we
it
gonna
off.
snuggle if there's tension?
Can you imagine everybody
We're
like
easing the
trying to sleep and you hear Ham like, psst, psst, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my
roll me a
God.
performance check if you'd like to play for everybody.
Whoop. Oh, it's bad. It's real bad.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it keeps us up.
Oh.
Does it?
It's really tense music the whole time. It's just
Yeah.
What is distracting you, Krog, in your performance? Because notably, you guys will all notice that the usual beautiful play is muddled and sharp. And it definitely isn't as fluid as it has been previously. Almost enough that it makes you pay attention to how they're distracted.
Krog is antsy. He wants to go and punch stuff. He doesn't understand what's going on. He doesn't know about all these old gods. He just knows how to hit things, and he wants the animals to be fine and for the darkness to go away. But he doesn't know how to do that, and he hates waiting, so a little bit on edge.
Bub buries his little cat head like under your cloak.
No.
Oh.
God, I'm so happy I have this kid.
Oh God.
Okay. Anything anybody else wants to do as y'all drift to sleep?
God, I'm playing like crap. Sorry, guys.
I guess I'll poke Ham.
Come here. Wait, hang on. Come here, Krog. Bub will help.
just gonna like hand Bub over just for a moment. And so yeah, we'll bond over
like-
Bub.
So small.
Like
so small
trying
in
to,
Krog's
like,
big
sleep,
hands.
and he just like moves. It's like almost like when you pick up a sleeping child, they kind of like, and then as soon as you put him back into somebody else's comfort, they're like, okay, yeah.
This is my cat now.
Whoa, hang on. I mean, okay. All right. For tonight, just tonight.
And Krog's probably out. The moment he has something to pet and like love on,
It's over.
gone.
It's over.
Yeah. Okay.
So who's asleep? Krog's out.
Nah, I have
It's
some
up to
Oh, I'm
player.
out. Done. Yeah, done.
Beth knows I'm trying to like talk to him. She's
Yeah.
like, I guess I'm up.
This is an
I'm
opportunity.
out.
I will go to sleep.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. I guess I will look over at him and just kind of. I don't know how to. Neska's not good at this stuff, so
Neither
she'll
is
just be like,
Ham.
yeah, she'll just look over and like scoot
Just
a little
look at
closer and
each
like,
other.
hey.
Remember Ham? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, do you want to talk about things?
Now Ham can't be scared. He has the ability that makes it so that he's always on alert.
I'm not trying to scare you.
I know, but still, he's like, oh.
Oh, you caught me in hi Nesca.
What does Nesca look like right now?
Human.
So I talked to Stubbs a little earlier tonight, and Stubbs said that sometimes there are people who there are good reasons why they don't always tell us who they are on the outside. And so I didn't consider that when I had the reaction and said that you were weird and maybe contagious. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand, and I'm sorry if you felt like I lied to you. That definitely wasn't my intention. Well,
you did lie to me, so I think it's good to maybe fess up on that front. Cause I wasn't wrong.
No, and you know what? Yes, hiding my identity was what is it? A lie of not because I didn't tell you. Yes, that.
Omission.
Yeah, that. So I guess you know now. I'm a Yuan-Ti pureblood, so I look more human than, some of my other people. If you really want to know, which maybe I kind of want to explain to you now, growing up, my parents weren't exactly happy I was born pureblood because looking more human is considered kind of gross in our community.
Would your parents would be pure blood Yanti, so why wouldn't you be born pure blood? It's late. My tongue's
was
weird.
They don't have to be purebloods to have a pureblood, right? Okay. So I think my parents would have been, I think it's called an abomination. And I think they are
very rude.
Yeah. They're called abominations because they look the most like snakes. Like they have a snake tail. And they were just disappointed that I wasn't the higher caste of society.
Your parents were disappointed with you too.
Mm-hmm. And they would send me out on jobs to just try and get me out of the house. And a lot of those times I had to spy on human civilization and like different towns. And I had to be disguised as a human because that's something that I can do. And I found that people were actually more accepting of who I was. And one day I decided to let down my glamour for someone that I thought I could trust, and they completely backstabbed me. So ever since then, I've just been traveling in glamour as a human.
Oh. I think I understand a little bit better, Neska. It's nice that your parents let you go out and do jobs I was just kind of forgotten about. I have a lot of brothers and sisters, and a lot of them are really, really remarkable frogs. And they all got put on different council seats. And they got to stand next to my dad, and, I don't know that he even knows my name, Neska. But I'll show him. I'll come back and I'll have all these stories and lived experiences, and I think that maybe he'll appoint me onto the seat next to him. And I think that maybe when you go back to your parents, they will be also impressed with your stories.
I think your story will have a happier ending than mine. I think you're remarkable though, Ham. And I know your name, and the party knows your name, and I don't know, I think you're pretty remarkable. I mean, look at the fire you can cause. Look at all of this that you can do. Yeah, and you didn't even fall asleep. Yeah, you did. And you know what? In the forest, you're the only one who didn't fall asleep with Ren.
You don't have to tell me my brain's very big. I know. But I guess I was wrong, and it's hard for me to admit that. And I'm happy that you. It doesn't sound like you're scared that we'll backstab you. I won't backstab you. I pinky promise. I won't. I don't know how to do the magic though, but I can tell you. Pinky promise. I won't backstab you.
You show Neska your pinky.
Yeah.
Oh wait, and I know about this because I heard this. Okay. Well, I pinky promise you I won't lie to you anymore. And now you know who I am.
Is there any secrets you want to tell me that I won't tell anybody?
Yeah, there's one that I haven't told anyone, and I actually really haven't told this to anyone that I've ever met before. So,
Oh, that's very juicy.
it's I pull out the little the eye ornament thing that I carry, and
That's Unesca. We're supposed to keep our emotions down right now, and me looking at your eyeball makes me feel real gross. And it's hard not to scream.
okay, I put it away. It's hold on, real quick.
What was that?
It's a charm of sorts that I carry around. Yeah, you know how I said that you might have a happier ending than me? I confronted my parents after the job went wrong, and let's just say things didn't go down the way I wanted it to, and I may have killed my mother.
Is
And
that
this is her eye.
Is that your mom's eyeball?
Yeah.
Did him shout that?
What? Hey,
I wonder-
What are you guys doing?
keep it down.
Nothing.
Come on.
Nothing.
I turn to Stub and I say, "Go back to sleep, cutie."
Both hands.
Just back into Ren's back, right?
Did you hear that, Ren? Should go with you.
Two bros just snuggling. Oh my fucking god.
I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it.
The two bros just snuggling.
Just like
Just got the hot
And
go
unless
get
anybody
her.
else is gonna fight it, you'll probably go back to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is my mom's eye to remind me of what I've done and, well, up until now, to not trust anyone.
Wow, you're hardcore.
It was a very dark time in my life, you know.
I feel like
And,
that's a compliment to Nesca to be called
yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling me. I won't tell anybody. I
I
promise.
appreciate that. I trust you.
Ooh. Ham gets a little tingle.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else between Ham and Nesca before you guys cozy as close as you can and go to sleep?
I guess, do you want to share this sleeping bag? It's the only one left since they claimed the others.
If you don't mind, nestling up to my cold, damp body.
That sounds
Honestly,
fine.
If you do, with you being a Mogul borderline amphibian, I wonder if the warmth of now having a friend sleeping next to you that close is nice for you, Am.
Very.
No.
Yeah. And he's like, not. There's nothing sexual about Ham, so don't even worry about it.
No, yeah. It's just
A sexless being.
warmth.
You're a
both, like-
child.
Yeah, both like literally and figuratively.
I think even if
exchanges
Ham
for
was
him.
not a child, if Ham was like 52-year-old frog, old man Ham, he would still be just like a sexless toy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's some people that you meet who are just like, there's no, that energy just doesn't come out of you, huh?
Oh yeah,
good.
Nesca's 49, by the way, because Yuan-Ti
What?
aged differently. So she's, yeah. But she
Wow, that's
acts more
crazy.
like 30.
She's younger. Feels younger.
Yeah, like human. Mhm.
You know, she's manifesting her youth. So if everybody has drifted to sleep or found ways to be cozy to sleep, I ask you at your disposal, who would have been closest to Ostra? at the door.
Me?
Yeah, probably would have put Krog or Ren like the closest, right?
Krog.
Big
Oh
lads
yeah,
in the way.
Yeah, because we're the bigger.
The meat
so...
shields.
Yeah.
Put them in the way.
So it would be us.
stops.
Roll me perception checks.
Perception.
Yeah. Nog. Why?
No.
Okay.
I've got a 16.
Nice.
13.
Krog, you still sleep pretty easily. You might be a little rustled, but you easily drift back to sleep with Bub in your arms. Ren, however, you hear the creak and sound of the wood of the house moving underneath feet. And as you kind of lazily open your eyes, you notice that the door is shuts, and Ostra is not at the door anymore.
Oh, whoa. Like she taking a little sneaky off, or? Everybody else is still out of it, I presume. I wanna go see what she's doing.
Okay.
I don't know. Are
you trying not to wake up the other party members as you go?
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet about it.
Okay, I will need you to roll me a stealth with disadvantage on getting out from being the jetpack of Stub.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, all right, here. I got disadvantage set, and come on, show me potato salad.
A 7.
Lord, no, I did not do it.
I feel like you go to like lift Stubbs' hand, but you just like happen to grab the one like ticklish pinky finger of his.
Oh,
and
God, no.
Stub, you wake up to Ren lifting your hand off of him.
Don't make it weird.
It's okay for it to get weird.
Oh God. So Ozra's gone.
Are you like
I was
whispering?
gonna go see where
essentially?
she's at. Yeah, I'm whispering.
What is the volume?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm like, she's gone. I was gonna go see where she's at. It just seemed weird.
No. I feel like we should use the buddy system here, right?
Yes.
Oh, and then like Stubbs gonna remember because he's sleepy brain.
Oh, no, really, for sure. The buddy system. Oh, keep it down. Really, the buddy system, though, because there is stuff out there. There are things watching us. Quick and quiet.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, let's keep it hush. Okay.
I won't make you roll a deception on your whispers, but I will make you roll a stealth as you leave because you're gonna be stepping over Krog.
Yeah.
To exit the space.
Oh yeah. And
over.
Are we still at am I still at disadvantage? Or just
No, as long as
regular?
unless you were touching
Oh,
Krog
man,
anyway, sleeping, but
No.
I kind of
no.
hope you guys don't get this because this would be so funny.
Oh God.
22.
Oh
Lord.
Okay.
21.
Okay,
You're in.
Stealth
Sneak
Bros.
squad.
Almost
Stealth bros going out. Let's go.
Comically with the Scooby-Doo like Stub
We're like
and,
Shag and Scoob.
Stub and Rin easily step over and avoid both Bub and Krog and Creek through the door. I will ask Krog to roll me another perception though as you guys open the door and stick to the same platforms that she did as she left.
15.
You do wake up a little and notice the two of them exiting.
She notices us when we're rolling 20s out here. She notices us doing
It's
it.
it's more of the door than the stepping over because it's an old space. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Stop, where are you
Oh,
going?
he does.
Are we already
So-
out or?
Are they
we're
gone?
I feel like
gone?
you guys are like shutting the door, like.
No bathroom in here. So,
Okay,
gotta-
take a buddy.
yeah, I got red. Okay.
And Krog will go back to sleep. Okay. Once you guys exit, roll me. I'm sorry, but another perception.
Perception.
Mm-hmm. Both Rin and Stub.
16.
Okay.
I don't see shit.
Rin, yeah, it's.
I have
You still
excellent
have dark vision. Yeah, both of you guys have dark vision, but maybe because this forest has been heavy on you. This has not been a full night of sleep. You're definitely tired, so it's a little bit harder for your eyes to adjust at this point. But Stub expertly adjusts to the moonlight. This is a space in which he's familiar as far as the forest. And you kind of see, remember the fog that was the wall around this cove? You see the edges of it that were recently separated start to like kind of fold back in on yourself, like to complete the ring.
Do I see those eyes again at all? Get the feeling of being watched?
I feel like the moment both of you step out, it's an eerie feeling out here. You were warned that nighttime in the forest is not the safest. I would argue that you do feel like you're being watched. However you want to justify or not justify, that's up to you.
Osra is not in sight for us?
No, but you definitely saw movement in the mist, where the rest of the mist seems pretty settled.
There's some movement in the mist here, Ren. And you remember when I was saying that there's stuff that watches us out here? They're still watching, so...
Okay. Do you have any idea what these things are?
Well, Osra said that this is where all the old gods live. I was trying to imagine them all as small little birds and totally innocuous in every way, but old gods could be a little more dangerous.
Huh. So they're like little cabins?
No, I was just imagining for my own okay. I still think quietly. We just go to where the mist is, and well, how thick does the mist look?
It was pretty thick when you guys came through.
Could we
it's
see
definitely-
each other in the mist?
If you're close enough. I would argue any more than like 5 feet away, you wouldn't be able to. But
What about
Snap.
darkness?
I think you're still fine. It's like a more of a magical mist than it is an actual like physical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I guess we go to the mist then.
DM, is there anything that we need to
Yeah.
do, or can we just go up to the mist where the movement was? And all right.
Yeah, you'll have to go through it.
We're going.
You're for it.
We're going.
We're
We're
going
going.
in.
We're going. We're
We're
going.
going.
Roll me a.
Do
Let's
this.
see. It doesn't take you. It's not very hard for you to go through the mist. It was just as easy for you to come through it into this space. It's definitely dense, but as long as you and you and Rin know that like you have to be close enough to at least recognize that you're still there, you'll be fine. Once you come out on the other side, it's the dark forest. It's nighttime. It is dense. You can still see with your vision, but there's animals and just normal nighttime life here in the forest. If you
Do we not see her still?
roll me a, let's argue survival, as if you might be tracking where she's going.
Okay. Do we need to roll normal or disadvantage?
If whoever wants to roll can roll, and if whoever is the other is helping, it's an advantage.
I have a +6.
Same.
Oh. Do you want it? Do you want me to want? Do you want it?
You know what? This is your bag. This is your bag.
Okay.
So, you know,
all right.
you know what?
Advantages.
Let a tracker track.
Thank you, sir. That is a 20.
A 20. Yeah. Easily. You definitely didn't hear her shuffle forward at all, but you've seen where leaves have been pushed aside gently, not crushed or stepped on. Ferns have been lightly folded back as she went through. And you can follow her steps. Are you moving at a pace at which you would like to catch up with her, or monitor where she's going?
Is there anywhere that I can get into visual range, and only visual range? I can see 120 feet in the dark.
The wood is very thick, and I
Right.
feel like after you've tracked up a little bit to her space, you do know that you can see, it's almost misleading at first because the back of her shell is covered in moss and foliage and whatnot, so she very much blends in. Yeah. But with your sight, you can still see movement ahead, and she's probably 20 feet ahead of you guys, kind of slowly moving between the trees.
Oh, then I feel like we'd stay at distance. I don't know. I don't want to disturb what she's doing, or just.
Yeah.
I think curiosity is what's brought us out of here more than anything else.
Yeah.
You'll notice her shift behind a larger tree, and then she doesn't step back through visual.
I assume we eventually make it to the tree and peek around.
Yeah,
And
sure.
She's just not.
She's
not there.
It's a small, very small space, a break in the trees. And there, she is standing opposite of you in this, it's not very big, but carved into the tree, both between natural forms and over time whittling away, is a perch. And you notice 2 to 3 owls seated there, and she's facing them.
Is there any noise? Can we hear anything from here, or?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Stop.
15 for me.
Yeah,
It's hard for you to hear, Ren. But, and maybe you do hear her speaking, but you can't make it out because she's speaking Druidic to the owls. So Stub hears her, and you hear her having a conversation with the owl. And she is essentially
Okay. They're where? Okay. Okay.
listening and affirming.
I can't make out what the owl is saying, though.
Do you have speak with animals?
Is it animal speak, or is it? Could it be Sylvan? It's not. I do not have speak with animals. No.
So you just hear her responding.
Okay.
And she'll eventually.
Okay. Thank you for your work. All right.
She's gonna start coming back now.
She'll kind of tuffle at its neck a bit, scritch a little, maybe feed it a little morsel in thanks.
I don't know if you've caught any of that red. Probably not. It's a druidic. The owls. They're scouts. Apparently, she was getting some information. That's all. We should probably head back before, any more suspicions.
Yes. Let's also not let her see us.
Right. Right. No, good plan.
Hush, hush.
hoping that she continues to move rather slowly, we're gonna try and get back much before she does.
Sure. It's not very far. You obviously can remember the path back, but you will have to stealth back for me to essentially make your same footsteps back, because she'll notice. You know that she'll notice where you've stepped and walked at this point, since she delicately passed it through.
Was I not delicate in my survival?
Well, it depends on how quickly you're trying to get back at this point.
Ahead of her being slow.
What I'm saying is, if you're trying to get back quickly before she notices you, her noticing you will also fall in tail with how much you've disturbed her wood there as you've shuffled back. So
If she accuses us, right?
yeah.
22 for me and 17 for Ren.
22 and 17, good. So you guys pretty expertly mark your same feet going back, like shuffle like a bit of like grass and moss behind you to cover up any pathing, and pretty expertly get back to the hut before she gets there. You gonna just go back inside and snuggle back up, or would you like to do anything else?
I think I'm good. Wait, is there a restroom? Is there a bathroom inside? Or, I mean, if there's not, Stub will go take a leak before coming
It's just
into
the forest, yeah.
Yeah. Stub will definitely go do the thing anyways. He's like, I was drinking a lot of that tea earlier, you know. I gotta.
Oh my god.
Those earthy, the earthy flavor just runs right through you.
Yeah, you didn't really like it though, did you? That wasn't not your speed, huh? Yeah, it happens.
It could have used a little something extra.
I see. Yeah, we gotta get you on like the whole making it yourself kind of thing. You know, or if we're gonna be out here like this, we gotta like start bringing stuff with us.
I can technically brew. I'm lazy.
Oh. Well, here's an idea. If you posit it as a science experiment to Ham, I think you might get some little hands to help you.
Are you guys
That's
like
brilliant.
like men's restroom having this conversation outside?
Probably.
Oh my god.
Facing separate. She definitely, if you guys choose to do so and stand there and talk, she definitely catches back up through the mist.
That's fine. We're taking a leak.
But
you
she
know?
knows what you're doing, and she'll kind of and like make her way up the stairs.
Oh,
That's great. That's so good.
hi, Osra. What?
This is as Stub finishes up and is like tying the drawstrings back.
What were you doing outside of the fog there?
The same.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
That's great.
Let's head on inside, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
You're so smart, Leslie. Dang it! Too clever for me.
She'll kind of wait for you guys to finish, because she knows that you probably might get over her once you're inside to your spaces, and then let you go through and
Go backpack up against Red again.
Get in there. Yeah. Just settle on here.
Oh my god.
What big arms you have.
Thank you. It's all the lifting.
Lifting one.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. This
mean-
seems like it's gonna get weird.
yeah. So you guys kind of drift back to sleep. Everybody sleeps fairly well for the rest of the night, and you make it to morning. And I imagine who are early risers in our party? We talked about that yet?
I don't remember.
If I smell food, I'm up.
Yeah. Late riser otherwise.
Yeah.
Stubbs would be up. He's a morning riser. Pretty.
Ham's an early riser. He's an overachiever.
I guess I'm imagining you guys are waking about the same time as Ostra at this point. Probably what would feel like up with the sun, but the canopy is so thick within this part of the woods you can't really tell. And Ostra essentially will nod greet the two of you once eyes are met while everybody else is still asleep, and will try her best to delicately move around whoever is still within the kitchen, quote unquote, space, a counter of this smaller hut, and start pulling down like herbs and grain and different snacks, nuts, berries, stuff like that, and lay out like on the counter to start parceling.
Good.
So, Osra, what are you gonna do today?
Send you on your way, I hope.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Just I'm not very good at the whole small talk thing. I'm sorry.
I mean, I've been here for 40 years by myself, so...
Well, we could tell.
Oh, good morning.
Oh my.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, well, I guess everyone's. You sleep good, Ham, Krog. All right. Where's
Thank you for letting me cuddle with the cat. It was quite
Bob's
nice.
a good one, right? Yeah. Can hold on to him for a bit if you like.
Thank you.
You'll notice that Pim is struggling to wake up.
I keep forgetting about Pim.
Yeah, I was literally about to say the same thing. I was like, oh, that's right. We're delivering a child somewhere. Oh.
Always.
Full. Like
She's
actually
very
having
groggy.
trouble
She's
waking
just like,
up. Oh, okay.
You know.
Ah,
waking up.
you did not sleep so well, huh, Pim?
I feel like I slept fine, but I'm so tired.
It's
You guys?
here. Read this book. It'll make your brain so large.
And Ham opens up the book in front of Pim and does not let it go.
Pim's
Just
like,
holding it there.
which page did you open it to, or was it just thumbing and then opening?
Ooh, what page did I? How do I? Can I? Ooh,
How many
I'm
pages are
gonna
in the
open
book?
it to. Oh my god, so many pages, so many pages. Okay, close my eyes, scroll, click on a spell. Conjure Barrage.
Okay.
Okay. Pim is like nodding and looking over the book at you, and thank you.
If you would
Yeah, it didn't
me,
really
I can-
help, did it?
I can
No.
read it to
No.
you.
Yeah, no, I got the thing for this.
Is there's like hot water somewhere?
She has like a smaller stove and some water if you want to boil some. She's not doing any right now.
I'm making some matcha. I'm gonna
Nice.
get her that caffeine kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
Alright.
one might be better. This one might be better for you. Conjure animals.
She'll politely kind of giggle at you. Thank you, Ham. Thank you.
It's really
not-
cool. You can summon face spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in unoccupied spaces. But you gotta be able to see where.
And very much like a aunt uncomfortable with the conversation with their niece is going to look over Ham, just yeah, at everybody like, yeah, that's very animals, conjuring animals. Yeah. I
Do you
don't know
want
how
to
to do
try it?
that.
I've never tried it before. It's not. You need to be a druid or a ranger in order to do it. So I think I would have a challenge. But I might have the things, the components.
And when you say you might have to be a druid or a ranger to do that, she was like, you're a druid?
No, you weren't listening. It's fine. If you read the book, your brain will get bigger and it will become easier to retain information. I'm a wizard.
Oh, okay.
I am
okay.
not a druid or a ranger. But, if one was, they could do this spell.
God damn it.
She'll suggest, maybe when we're done with this, shouldn't we save our strength for this, like, thorn wall or something today? I don't...
That's very wise. I'm gonna study fire. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Ham totters to the corner to sit down with this book.
Matcha poured and placed in front of him.
This'll finish the cup. It'll give you the kick you need. It's a little grassy, but it'll do the job.
Pim will be like, thank you.
Should you be giving that to a kid?
Well, Pim's not.
She's not a kid.
She's not a
She's
kid.
like
Kid.
True.
late
Oh, yeah,
7s,
that's
early
right.
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ostra starts to. She'll have like a small bit of like very rough linen that she's made a pouch out of, and she'll turn, and whoever is immediately to your right, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like Nesca or somebody farthest away from the door, and she'll hand you a pouch, and she'll be like,
It's not much, but in case you get lost, it might hold you over.
and then she'll continue to do the same thing for like everybody there.
Thank
She's
you.
providing us rations. Is that?
She said if we get lost, do I know what's in it? Like, is it just like the herbs that
If
she
you
said
want to
she
open
would?
it, you'll see like nuts and berries. There's like,
Okay.
edible flowers and a bit of more like straight living in the woods nutrient food. Nothing's gonna be super scrumptious. From like, it's not like super nice. You've been raised well, like you're used to spices kind of stuff, but it's what she's clearly been living on in this area.
Okay.
Okay. And she will pass out the rest of the pouches and
Nope.
And somebody, how do I say this? Roll me, if you would like to, roll me insight on her passing and
Always.
ushering.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Give
God.
me the opportunity for your insight.
Yeah.
Nesca,
I
you're
rolled a
too busy
17.
like,
Yeah, I'm like
You know.
inspecting the nuts.
yeah.
Yes, these are very fine nuts.
Stub, Krog, and Ham. I'm so sorry, Ren.
I didn't get it.
You will notice she's hurried. Her pace from last night was slower, but she, even as her large turtle self is hurriedly passing these. Okay, that'll get you on your way. Okay. It's not
She's ready
rude.
for us to
It's just
go.
like
She's ready for us to go. Just get these people out of my house.
Hey, Osura, could you conjure animals? You're a druid.
I have no need. There is abundant of life in the forest either way.
Well, that's not very scientific. Where's your sense of curiosity?
Thank you for letting us stay in your home. It's really appreciated. You're welcome.
Yes, very much so.
Need to move with haste. Yes, which direction are we moving in? I don't think we know. You'll see a great tree towards the north of the cove. It's gonna have a string of carved wooden beads on it. That'll notate north. Beyond that, you'll have to travel about 3 ways to the morning time to get there.
Did she say morning time?
I believe so, yes.
Woof.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you all eat your... What do you eat in the morning to give you energy? I don't know. But whatever that is, eat it. So we got a
Right.
job to do.
Job. Correct.
Wish we had corn.
I love him so
I love
much.
him so much. I know.
So good.
So you guys are shuffling out. Anybody else wants to finish up in the house? I imagine everybody's slurped down their tea if provided or accepted. Okay. Who's the last to leave the home?
I think I'm like first out the door.
I'll go last.
Okay. Since you chose to go last, she'll say to you in Druidic,
Your military is coming. You'll need to finish the job before they get here.
4 days it is then. Wait.
It's actually 4 days. And then step out the door and shut it.
And you guys have stepped into the cove. And you'll step forth to the north towards the Wall of Thorns next time on Seed of Life.
Yay!
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for joining us for DieFall, the Seed of Life, episode 8. We met the witch in the forest, and as we thought, not so much the bad guy causing the darkness and all that jazz. We have much more to go, I suppose. This was really, really good. We'll do some shout outs, so you guys in chat, you go follow all of these wonderful people, and then we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna do a Patreon post show. So let's start with, please don't break. Blurred, where can people find you out on the internet?
You can find me on primarily on youtube.com/blurred without fear, where I talk about comic books and comic book characters and break them down and make them digestible and all that good stuff for those that don't have the time. And I also stream on twitch.tv/blur without fear, and you can find me on social media, blur without fear everywhere except Twitter, because Twitter sucks sometimes. You can find me at blurred-fear there.
Thank you very much, good sir. And I appreciate you having a bathroom moment with me. It was great. It's wonderful.
It was
Thank
awesome. I love it. We should have more of those. Not to make it weird.
Hey, Alias, please let the people know where they can find you at on the internet.
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/aliasv, slinging cards, cuddling cats, and swearing a lot, because I like to do that. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram, mostly cat pictures and stuff. So if that's your jam, you like cards, cats, and commentary, come hang out with me.
Excellent. Thank you very, very much. Let's do Stella. Stella, where can people find you at on the internet?
Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Parallax Stella. It's pretty much all the same all across the board except for Instagram because someone's sitting on my handle. So that one will be the real Parallax Stella. I play a lot of FPSs. I yell a lot with Joel sometimes about FPSs. And I guess now I'm a Final Fantasy 14 streamer. So there's that too.
Excellent. Very, very good. Thank you very much for that. Beth, where can people find you at on the internet?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and Twitch at BethBRad. Pretty quiet this month. I'm taking a little time off to like vibe out and make some artwork and be quiet with my own brain, because why not? So if you want to actually listen to my voice, D&D. It's a podcast that I'm on at D&D Pod on said social media handles. Social medias? Yeah.
Thank you very much. Miss Simply Jackson, where can people find you at on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch. If you look for simply_JXN, it'll pop up. I variety broadcast. I've gotten back into doing some digital work on stream, and mostly it'll be spotty for a while. I'm in the middle of trying to move and adjust to life. But that's where you can find me when I am doing stuff, including every 2 months, community D&D one-shot, where if community wants to come and play or learn to play, we'll be having different scenarios going. We'll have a sign-up soon for the one in February, so...
Excellent. Thank you very much for that as well. That's gonna be about it for us today. Thank you guys for joining us here. Please do follow everyone here on the cast and all their various social medias and on Twitch and stuff like that. They're really, really awesome. The only other announcement thing that I do have is that Alias and I are gonna be on a different show later this month on twitch.tv/merchant. Starting on the 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern. I will be DMing a game where I'm taking all the players to hell. It'll be great. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be super duper cool. And hopefully we'll see you there for that as well. And I'll have stuff about that later too. We're gonna record the Patreon post show. So if you want to support that and find that stuff, that's patreon.com/DieFall. Cool. We'll see you then. And good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
It didn't crash! Yay!
Not a
You're
once.
clear. You're clear.
I want Taco Bell.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does that sound
Taco
good?
Bell.
Kitty, why you do this?
He's so cute.
I
Your
want
cow's
like
being
a
adorable.
homemade
I know.
Crunch Wrap Supreme. Does that make sense? Like the Taco Bell ones are okay, but like, have you ever made one at home and you can stuff it as full as you want with all of the stuff in it? Oh, I want that. I want to do that. That's
Get in my belly.
just really hungry.
I like
think.
it.
But yeah, do you guys have time for stuff for post show things and whatever? Do you want to take a break at all, or
No, power through.
Just roll right
power
in.
through?
No,
Okay,
no.
wait, hang on.
Let's go.
Who's got a channel I should host real quick? Let me just. Does anyone know anyone? Love anyone?
You guys,
Hey, look.
you got. I don't know who's available right now. You gotta give us a heads up.
My buddy.
No, man. Right now.
One of my team members, Zombie
now.
Kills, is on.
Oh, Zombies on.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, we're down.
Yeah.
That's stuff. We're good. Zombies
There
been
you
on
go.
shows
channel
here.
before.
Yeah.
Zombie's
and host.
awesome.
And we're
Yeah,
gonna
she's
go
good
ahead and do
bean.
that. Boom, boom, and that. And there we go. Let me get this back.